From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Long. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Colvin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said,
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 5-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
29-yard line. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now an option play on second down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Off-play action. Long. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, long, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, long. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 44. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. On
2nd down, Coleman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, McMullen. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Bills nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw is long. Throwing on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check, check. Lucky. Check 52.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Long, looking to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man, it's Washington. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Long now to throw on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 9.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Call it a gain of 3, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A good pickup there at 22.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
They'll run on first down. Colvin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Long. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Long to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Long. He's going to launch it for one, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Long. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Long. Back to the air on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw is Long. On 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 41, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Colvin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Clifford. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's Long, looking to throw on second down. That's complete to Davis.
Complete to
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
25-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Nine the mark. Nine the mark. 3 butt, 3 butt, 3 butt.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is taken at the 23. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Long. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
The wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Long down to throw on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The running back again, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. McMullen, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Bills first down.
From the gun, long, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the bootleg. Long. Sliding out of the pocket. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Long. And this complete to Henry over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
They run the option on 2nd down. This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Long on first down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Henry.
Long's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Long from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw is Long. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, Colvin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Long. Off play action. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Chiefs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.